Welcome back. All right, so we've got two coaches down so far out of the 15 that missed the playoffs. There's going to be others. And we'll see who ends up being the next one, but it's Rick Tocchet that's next. And Rick Tocchet and John Tortorella are the least surprising of the coaches that possibly could have been at the end of their terms. And apparently, again, this is mutual. This is, he wasn't coming back, and the Coyotes are like, that's sorry, we're going another direction. So he leaves with a record of 125 wins, 131 regulation losses, 34 overtime or shootout losses for Arizona. And yeah, Tocchet I think he's going to get another opportunity. Pierre LeBrun's already reporting he's got options, so he's going to get another opportunity. The Coyotes were a team that just I don't it feels like maybe they weren't built for his style of coaching. So we'll see whether or not he finds another team, whether that's as an assistant coach, whether that's as a head coach. But yeah, Arizona becomes the second team today, and my guess is there will be others. And it reminded me of jokes from last year. Remember when we were all joking about how Jeff Blashill was outlasting all these coaches? He's now one of the longer tenured coaches, isn't he? Like he's got to be up there with the way coaches get just turfed. Like he's got to be getting up there. I would guess, I haven't even looked because it's less funny if you look, but I would guess top 10 in tenured coaches in the NHL. He's got to be up there. And I don't think there's anybody in Detroit right now calling for him to be fired. Isn't that weird? It is really bizarre because last year there were plenty of calls for, yeah, Blashill's got to go. This year, Detroit played really well considering their roster and the work ethic was there. I don't think Blashill's going to go anywhere. You see, now I may have jinxed it, but I don't think so. Interesting goaltending news. So as we go into the final couple of games, there are some interesting goaltending moves being made here because I think it kind of reveals where things are headed. In Boston, Rask plays tomorrow against the Islanders, and then on Tuesday it's Jeremy Swayman versus Washington. Halak appears to be the number 3 in Boston now. And of course, he's UFA this summer. Rask is UFA as well. So Swayman may very well be winning over the powers that be with the idea that he should be the next guy, maybe as soon as next season. So we'll see what happens with Boston's goaltending, but it is noteworthy that yes, Swayman is getting one of those last 2 starts, and maybe that's why Halak was so upset after that last loss that he took. Maybe he knew I've got to outplay the kid, and so here we are. Chicago as well. I thought this was noteworthy that Lankinen plays tonight against Dallas, and then in the season finale tomorrow against Dallas, it's Delia who's getting another look. So Delia, of course, comes in early in the season. Terrible start, and they moved on from him. He doesn't show up again until about, a week ago. And so Lankinen and Delia, does that mean that Subban is on the outs? It would appear that Malcolm Subban likely is the goaltender that's on the outs with Chicago. And so, yeah, or they're trying to decide between Lankinen and Delia which one they're going to keep. Again, when you're out of the playoffs, you're auditioning for next year, and you're trying to figure, okay, who's in, who's out, who's going to be a guy we can build around next year. So while the games may not look important, because in the standings they're not, for the players that are playing these games, they can be very important games. Having a good finish to the season can make sure you still have a job the following year. Dallas, now that they're officially eliminated, they're finally doing what they probably should have done sooner. Rope Hintz has been shut down for the last 2 games. And there are rumors about whether or not he's going to need surgery in the offseason, and they shut down Sagan for 2 games. Sagan said that he wasn't 100% when he was asked about it, and, I know he played well in the return, but it is again that matter of I want to see Dallas healthy to start next season. I would like to see Dallas have a great year next year. And if Sagan coming back early set him back, and if he ends up not being 100% in October, that's the only concern that I would have regarding Sagan. But yeah, so for Dallas, this is a time now for other players to audition for roles next season as well. And we'll see what Dallas decides to do in the offseason. It's going to be interesting. And Victor Hedman, this was reported last night by Elliot Friedman on Hockey Night in Canada, likely to get surgery after the season's done. So he has not been 100%. He's been hurt for a while, and he's just been playing through it. And he's had to sit out a game or 2 here and there, but he's been doing his best to play through it. And the feeling is he'll play through it in the playoffs. And then as soon as the playoffs are done, whether that's after a Stanley Cup, whether it's after getting knocked out in whatever round for Tampa, he'll get surgery. And then the question you have is, what surgery? How long will he be out? Will it affect his ability to play in October when we come back and start playing hockey again? So Hedman, if he's playing that way hurt, he's played really well. So if he's playing that well hurt, it just shows how fantastic a defenseman he really truly is. But there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below regarding the firing of Rick Tocchet or the parting of ways of Rick Tocchet and the Arizona Coyotes, right? You can look at it either way. And yeah, about that Jeff Blashill in Detroit, right? He's still there, and he looks pretty secure. All right, let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.